deep inside the ancient jungle where the wind whispered secrets through the trees, a pair of curious eyes always searched the horizon. His name was Rio, a young monkey with dreams bigger than the tallest tree. But Rio carried a dangerous secret, one that could get him killed if anyone found out. Every sunset, Rio climbed the highest branch and stared into the forbidden territory across the river. That's where Lila lived, graceful, fearless, and the princess of a rival tribe. Their first encounter was pure fate. Lila had been trapped by hunters, and Rio risked his life to free her. Since that day, they had been meeting in secret, but their love was forbidden. Their tribes had been sworn enemies for generations. If anyone discovered them, both would face certain death. One moonlit night, Rio decided it was time to confess his love. His heart pounded as he crept closer to their secret meeting spot. But just as he reached her, a rustle came from the shadows. Someone was watching them, and their world was about to change forever. Rio froze. The rustling grew louder. Then 3 monkeys leaped from the bushes. They were warriors from his own tribe. Their eyes burned with anger and betrayal. "Rio, with the enemy's princess? This is treason," one of them snarled. Lila stepped back in fear, but Rio grabbed her hand. "This isn't treason, it's love," he shouted. But love meant nothing in the jungle's ancient law. Contact with the rival tribe was punishable by death. Rio was shackled and dragged back to his tribe's camp, while Lila was captured and locked away by hers. Days passed, but neither could erase the other from their heart. Then came the final blow. The council announced Rio's execution. "Tomorrow at dawn," they declared. Lila's world collapsed. She knew if she didn't act now, she'd lose him forever. So, in the darkness of night, she made a choice. A choice that could cost her life. She would escape her prison and save the one she loved. A storm raged across the jungle as Lila dashed through the rain-soaked branches. Every step was a gamble. One wrong move and the guards would end her life. But fear couldn't stop her. Love was stronger. Meanwhile, Rio sat in his cage, chains biting into his skin. "She'll come," he whispered to himself. "I know she'll come." Just hours before dawn, Lila reached the enemy's camp. With cunning and courage, she tricked the guards and broke the lock. The door creaked open. Their eyes met, filled with love and desperation. "Now and never," Lila whispered. They ran. Through trees, over rocks. Arrows sliced through the air as guards streamed behind them. But they didn't stop. Finally, they reached the edge of a towering cliff. Below, a deadly ravine. Behind, dozens of furious warriors closing in. There was no turning back. "Our love won't die here," Rio said. And with fingers intertwined, they jumped. The wind roared as they fell. And then, by a miracle, a massive tree broke their fall. Bruised but alive, they climbed down to the forest floor. They had crossed the border. They were free. But word spread quickly. The traitor and the princess had survived. Their love was no longer a secret, it was a rebellion. Weeks passed. Hidden deep in the forest, Rio and Lila built a new life together. But whispers grew louder. Both tribes were preparing for war, not for land, not for power, but because of a love that defied their laws. Yet even if the jungle burned, they had no regrets. Their story was no longer just theirs. It had become a legend that said, true love can even break the oldest hatred.